clearly different.
Good Morning Augusta, weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now, on News Channel 6 at 5, checking your status in Augusta. What the health department is doing to keep the community safe ahead of National HIV Testing Day. Your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. As coverage you can count on begins with the possibility of paid parking returning to downtown Augusta. This time, some say it could actually help. News Channel 6's Jartavius Edmond live downtown with more. Jartavius?
Yeah, Brad, when Augusta tried paid parking before, some say it drove people away. But now, some residents say downtown has grown and paid parking could actually fix some of the problems people deal with now. City leaders say this is still in the early stages, but the city has already started moving forward to hiring a parking management firm to help shape the future of downtown parking. One of the bigger questions, could paid parking help keep spaces moving and more availability? For some people downtown, the answer is yes.
I would say I'm a fan of paid parking downtown, just simply because it cycles people through downtown. So there's more of a regular customer base, more people have a chance to park versus people parking and staying all day long in the same spot.
As this process moves forward, city leaders will have to decide whether the past will outweigh the risks. Reporting live in downtown, I'm Jartavius Edmond, WJBF News Channel 6.
A lot of construction there downtown, as you could see. Same story at Augusta Regional Airport. News Channel 6's Ryan Lynch with the latest from the Augusta Aviation Commission.
Here behind me is the construction currently going on for the TSA checkpoint to upgrade the area from 2 lanes to 4 lanes of security.
The TSA expansion area, so that will help us to process a few more people through security.
This past year was record high numbers. We actually had the screening checkpoint on the Masters, the Monday following Masters was wrapped around the building almost. With the new checkpoint, we will go back to times that are less than an hour.
The TSA checkpoint expansion is one of many projects the Commission discussed that will benefit travelers beyond just Masters Week. The airport is improving parking for passengers.
We have a long-term parking lot rehabilitation.
And planes.
We are building from scratch more pavement that will house hangar space, the ability to park airplanes.
Positive passenger perception is at the center of the upgrades.
It is always our goal to keep passenger experience levels high, and we're always trying to take feedback from the public of what the needs are and listen to comments, and we definitely shift our CIP priorities based on the current needs.
And the goal for this construction, especially the TSA lines, is to finish it in time for Masters Weekend. In Augusta, Ryan Lynch, WJBF News Channel 6.
Our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci, joining us now for our first check of the weather. Jenna?
Well, Brad, it's mostly dry, but some of our southern line counties have seen some pop-up showers and weak thunderstorms today. So you can see now on Live Viper 6, we even have a spotty shower that's now starting to produce some heavier rain over in Washington County. And then looking down towards the south, Screven County, just outside of Sylvania, seeing some light rain, and then one heavy shower on the border of Allendale and Bamberg County. And here's a live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam near downtown Allendale. We do have a lot of cloud cover today, and temperatures are ranging from the low 80s to the low 90s. So only 82 in Millen, but a bit warmer in Barnwell, 90, also 90 in Thompson, Augusta 87 now, Aiken at 88. So temperature is still a little bit below average for this time of the year. We're still seeing winds coming in from multiple different directions, but we're starting to see more of that southerly wind, and that's bringing some higher dew points to our southern portion of the CSRA, starting to see dew points approach the low 70s while we still have some dry air up towards the north. So for the rest of your evening, we'll see those temperatures drop into the upper 70s in Augusta by 10 p.m., partly cloudy skies. And then looking ahead, we're really going to see those dew points rise starting tomorrow. That's when you'll start to notice a higher heat index. And then by Saturday, that heat index gets into the triple digits. I'll have more details on this heat wave coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, thanks a lot, Jenna. We appreciate it. A suspect in a local murder case is now in jail. Members of the U.S. Marshals Service, with help from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, arrested 19-year-old Tyrul Tillman Wednesday at a home on Strickland Court. Tillman is charged with murder. His mother there, Shakona Tillman, is charged with harboring a criminal. The arrest stemming from a homicide on Cooney Circle in February of last year. Tillman, the third person arrested in that case. He's been booked in the Webster Detention Center. A former Washington City Council member is facing charges now. The GBI says 70-year-old Nathaniel Cullors is accused of sharing nude photos in February of this year, facing 2 counts of illegal electronic transmission and 2 counts of distributing those photos. Local Democratic leaders speaking out against Republicans. Coming up, celebrating the life of Walter Eubanks. The Richmond County School Board member died this week. How he is being remembered. Next.
Are y'all with us tonight?
That's a hot dog, right?
No, that's a carrot.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck. Costello.
The death of Richmond County Board of Education member Walter Eubanks certainly being felt throughout this community. Gabrielle Stovall tells us how he's being remembered.
During graduation season, Walter Eubanks, perhaps unknowingly, foreshadowed his destiny as a member of the Richmond County Board of Education.
And we asked, conversation is election season. Walter, you going to run again? He said, absolutely. He said, I'm going to die in this seat. And it gives me comfort that the things that he wished for happen.
Don't think of it as a morbid wish, though. More like a reflection of his die-hard commitment to Richmond County schools, its students, and teachers.
Mr. Eubanks was always wanting to know, how does this impact teachers? How does it impact our teachers? How can we support our teachers so that they can support our students?
It makes sense, considering the former U.S. Marine was also a high school softball coach and algebra teacher who worked stints at Aquinas and Burke County high schools. He served on the Richmond BOE since 2018.
Even in my previous role, working with Mr. Eubanks over the years, you could always count on compassion, understanding, curiosity. He was going to hold you accountable.
When news spread regarding his death Tuesday, it quickly became evident that Eubanks had a community-wide appeal.
I know personally, I was on social media yesterday looking at all of the stories that people are telling. And so I'm learning things about Mr. Eubanks I didn't even know.
Beyond the boardroom, Eubanks owned Eubanks Hardware for 14 years, which is where he built much of his reputation as an all-around likable and respected man.
I always like to laugh and joke and say that if you had a problem with Walter, you're the problem. You're the fault. You're the person.
Now school board meetings will feel different without his quiet but sturdy wisdom, his even-keeled practicality, and even that Circle K cup filled with Diet Coke. But eventually, BOE business will continue, and he'll be remembered, but not replaced.
As far as how do we go about filling that seat, that'll happen on his own time. We're not looking forward to that right now. We're not even thinking about that right now. We just want to honor the man that is Walter H. Eubanks.
Mr. Walter Eubanks was 77 years old.
Some classics never.
ThePeople.com.
Caring for Carolina. Throughout the years, News Channel 6 has been honored to impact the lives of thousands of families in need. It's our way of giving back to the community we proudly serve. Sponsored by Aiken Regional Medical Centers.
They say you comfort
Season after season.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device. Now, Your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, where we are seeing those cloudy conditions here in Waynesboro and across the majority of the CSRA. It's another slightly cooler than normal day for late June, with a lot of high temperatures topping off in the upper 80s. Rather than seeing the low 90s, which would be more typical for this time of the year. Also notice the heat index isn't too bad. It's feeling only 1 degree warmer than the actual air temperature, and that's because dew points are still in the low 60s here in Augusta. Now, we do have those higher dew points down towards the south, but you can see most places are below the 90-degree mark. We're seeing a lot of spots at around 85, so cloud cover and a few pop-up showers are keeping things a bit cooler today. We have a low pressure system to our north and west, and then here in the southeast, it's just hit or miss showers and storms. Now for tomorrow, we will see a bit more coverage, a higher chance of scattered showers and storms during the afternoon hours, with high temperatures expected to hit the low 90s, and it will be feeling more so like the mid to even upper 90s at times. You can see the dew points are expected to climb into the lower 70s across the area starting tomorrow. So that's when we'll really start to see more moisture, which will lead to that high heat index, especially by Saturday, feeling like 102 up to 105 for that heat index on Sunday. So we are getting close to that heat advisory criteria. Not a guarantee, but we definitely want you to take it easy this weekend. Take frequent breaks, stay in the shade as much as possible. And hopefully we will continue to get some more rain to help with our drought. We're seeing some big improvement. This is last week. Notice the entire CSRA at least under dry conditions, or that first phase of drought, which would be moderate. But now we actually have a chunk of the CSRA completely out of it entirely, and most of us are technically not in a drought at all anymore. And as we look all across the southeast, definitely several areas across Alabama down towards the Gulf Coast that are in good shape. Still seeing that extreme drought near parts of Tampa Bay and northern Florida, and luckily that's where the higher rainfall totals are expected over the next week. So notice here in town, we're not expecting widespread significant rainfall accumulation, and that's because those rain chances are very hit or miss. So tomorrow will be our best chance at rain, 50%, and then 30% on Monday. We will have a backdoor cold front come in, bringing a chance of rain, followed by some slightly cooler and drier air next week, giving us a brief break from the heat. And then speaking of the rain, we also have the chance of some damaging wind gusts. There's a marginal risk of severe weather for Saturday. So here's our futurecast tonight. Other than a few spotty showers in our southern line counties, we're keeping it dry through tomorrow morning. But then once we get into the afternoon and evening, showers and storms will develop. We'll have that southerly wind coming in, bringing in the heat and humidity. And anytime we have that, we have the chance for some strong to severe storms. Then by Sunday, you can see that backdoor cold front approaching us, bringing some more showers and storms on Sunday evening. So you can see here on our 10-day forecast that as we get to around Monday into next Wednesday, temperatures will still be in the mid-90s, but then we heat up even more from there, some upper 90s possible by the time we get to 4th of July, the following Saturday.
Getting here quickly. Thank you, Jenna. With soccer fever sweeping Atlanta this summer, the team at Monday night ahead of National HIV Testing Day, Georgia's Public Health Department is encouraging everybody to know their status. That's why they're offering free testing. Michaela Davis reports.
Saturday is National HIV Testing Day. Here in Augusta, more than 2,000 people are living with HIV. That's why health officials say events like today are so important.
Everybody should get tested for HIV. No matter your sexuality, race, anybody can get infected.
Davia says the health department offers numerous resources for individuals affected by HIV.
We're here for them. We're going to be with them every step of the way. It's not like you're just going to get a test and then, you know, if it comes out positive, we just let you go. We're going to be with you. We're going to counsel you. And we're going to make sure that you get the care that you need.
And those resources extend beyond just testing.
So we have our Linkage to Care team, which provides care, access to medical care, case management services, food, shelter, etc. Just make sure that all your needs are met.
If you missed today's event, health officials say you don't have to wait until next year. Free HIV testing is offered every day at the health department.
The message is clear. Whether it's HIV testing day or any other day of the year, know your status. For WJBF News Channel 6, I'm Michaela Davis.
Up next, rotisserie chickens ranked the top options for a quick dinner after the break.
I'll T-bone at the intersection.
I've spent a lifetime in a game built on precision and trust. And when my father needed a solution for his aging roof, he trusted Roof Savers. Their patent-pending Renew It 17 technology, improved flexibility, locked-in protective granules, and amazingly gave an additional 17 years back to his roof with just one application, without the cost and headache of a full replacement, and comes with a 17-year transferable warranty.
In today's world, the cost of a roof replacement is just too expensive. But homeowners across America have been saving thousands with a smarter option, thanks to Roof Savers and their patent-pending Renew It 17 roof preservation technology. Instead of spending tens of thousands on a full roof replacement, Renew It 17 will extend the life of your roof by 17 years with a single application. Listen to our national spokesperson, Larry Mize, who captured one of golf's most prestigious major titles.
Renew It 17 is engineered with micro-craze VR, rock-lock polymer protection, and UV shielding technology, the most advanced roof preservation system available today.
It's the greatest invention going forward to save your home, your house, your roof. You're not doing anything to environment. You're not throwing shingles in the trash can. And the insurance companies all over ought to be very excited about this product.
And that's why I'm proud to stand with a champion like Roof Savers. They saved my father's roof. Why not let them save your roof too?
America's #1 choice for roof preservation is Roof Savers. Save your roof, save your money.
The day my daughter was hit by a truck, my world stopped. I called George Sink Injury Lawyers. They listened, they cared, and they fought like it was their own child and got us $1 million. When it feels out of your hands, call all nines.
Now to a new Consumer Reports ranking on a dinner staple for millions, the rotisserie chicken. They've just published their list of the best store-bought options. Becky Worley breaks it down for us.
With chicken consumption on the rise, the humble thigh, breast, leg, and broiler are getting a glow-up. Fine dining restaurants are fighting inflation by adding less expensive ingredients, like chicken, to the menu. And to recoup other costs, they're charging more for the once low-budget bird. Chicken dish prices up 22% in the last 4 years at fine dining restaurants.
But why pay top dollar when you can get chicken wherever you get your groceries?
Consumer really love. And it gets better. Save even more on complete bedrooms that make designing their dream hangout space easy. Ready for fast delivery and setup. Shop the only furniture store just for kids. Rooms to Go Kids.
I've spent a lifetime in a game built on precision and trust. And when my father needed a solution for his aging roof, he trusted Roof Savers. Their patent-pending Renew It 17 technology, improved flexibility, locked-in protective granules, and amazingly gave an additional 17 years back to his roof with just one application, without the cost and headache of a full replacement, and comes with a 17-year transferable warranty.
In today's world, the cost of a roof replacement is just too expensive. But homeowners across America have been saving thousands with a smarter option, thanks to Roof Savers and their patent-pending Renew It 17 roof preservation technology. Instead of spending tens of thousands on a full roof replacement, Renew It 17 will extend the life of your roof by 17 years with a single application. Listen to our national spokesperson, Larry Mize, who captured one of golf's most prestigious major titles.
Renew It 17 is engineered with micro-craze VR, rock-lock polymer protection, and UV shielding technology, the most advanced roof preservation system available today.
It's the greatest invention going forward to save your home, your house, your roof. You're not doing anything to environment. You're not throwing shingles in the trash cans. And the insurance companies all over ought to be very excited about this product.
And that's why I'm proud to stand with a champion like Roof Savers. They saved my father's roof. Why not let them save your roof too?
America's #1 choice for roof preservation is Roof Savers. Save your roof, save your money.
The day my daughter was hit by a truck, my world stopped. I called George Sink Injury Lawyers. They listened, they cared, and they fought like it was their own child and got us $1 million. When it feels out of your hands, call all nines.
Now to a new Consumer Reports ranking on a rest for this half hour. There is more coverage you can count on at 5:30, including a couple of big decisions from the Supreme Court today. We'll tell you about them next.
This quiet moment is brought to you.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Kim Vickers. Thank you so much for joining us. We will get to today's local headlines. Residents near a proposed data center in Augusta near Haines Station, the company behind the proposed site, hosted a forum Wednesday to hear concerns. Also, a former Washington County City Council member is facing charges, according to the GBI. 70-year-old Nathaniel Cullors is accused of sharing nude photos in February of this year. He's facing 2 counts of illegal electronic transmission and 2 counts of distributing said photos. And a local organization is doing its part to bring awareness to sickle cell disease. The Beyond Sickle Cell Disease Foundation, Inc. is hosting the inaugural Sickle Cell Awareness Walk. Organizers are looking to strengthen community support for people living with the disease. It's on Saturday, June 27th at 8 a.m., starting at the Douglas Barnard Amphitheater on Augusta University Somerville campus. We'll have a link to register on our website, WJBF.com, and we'll have more on those headlines at 6. But first, today the Supreme Court handed the... Well, it's time now for a quick look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna, lots of events happening this weekend. Hopefully the weather will be nice for them.
I wish it would be cooler, Kim, but at least we're not going to have a washout. We will have some hit or miss showers and storms in the forecast, similar to what we're seeing right now. But the main story over the next week is definitely the heat. So right now on Live Viper 6, we have these pop-up showers and storms currently impacting Jefferson County. There was a heavy downpour that just moved through Louisville. That's moving up towards the northeast. Also over into Bamberg County near Olar, we have some heavy rain along Highway 321. And here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview network across the CSRA, showing mostly cloudy skies today, with temperatures still slightly cooler than normal for this time of the year. A lot of us in the mid to upper 80s, 85 in Thompson, only 79 in Millen, 88 in Aiken, 80 in Wrightsville, and 84 in Edgefield. Now the winds are starting to come out of the south more, and that's going to increase our dew points over time. You can already see that we have dew points getting into the low to even mid 70s down towards the south. Still some drier air north of I-20 though, and that's where we're not expecting any rain. So just some pop-up showers this evening in our southern counties. As for Augusta, we'll be in the upper 70s by 10 p.m., partly cloudy skies. And then looking ahead, we are tracking the heat this weekend with the feels like temperatures getting well into the triple digits. I'll have more details on the heat coming up, but back to you, Kim.
All right, Jenna, thank you. Well, summer cookout corn tortillas must now contain folic acid in California and Alabama. According to a study, folate is the natural form of vitamin B9. It helps your body make new cells. For 30 years, folic acid, a synthetic version of folate, has been added to breads, cereals, and pasta in the U.S. Health officials introduced this idea because research showed that low folate in moms' diets was linked to serious birth defects in a baby's brains and spinal cords. Adding folic acid to these foods helped lower those rates. Well, coming up for America's 250th birthday, Disney plans on taking the happiest place on Earth on the road. Plus, a couple's vacation turned proposal that will be remembered for years to come. All new in What's Trending.
And now it's time for a look at our Live Viper 6 neighborhood network powered by Tempest. Starting in Richmond County, you can see temperatures are in the mid-80s to low 90s. We are at the 90-degree mark over at Augusta Country Club, feeling like 94. Dew points are in the upper 60s. Over towards Edgefield County, also seeing a couple spots in the lower 90s, but only 88 in Trenton. And then down towards the south, Scrubbing County, where we did have a shower move through, it's cooler, 78 at the Cell Farm in Sylvania. I'll have more details on when all of us will be heating up into the 90s coming up after What's Trending.
Injured? Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy.
I had never really been in an accident before. Austin Jackson's team, they explained everything.
I knew that he was taking care of the behind-the-scenes work, and that was like a heavy load off of me and my family.
As soon as I called Austin Jackson, I was assured that everything would be taken care of for me.
We take all the burden from the legal side off of our clients. We protect, we guide, and we assist the injured of our community after an accident.
Serving Augusta with expert pressure washing, veteran owned, keeping it clean power washing services.
Visit the Augusta Jewish Museum. History awaits.
Salsa Bar and Grill, handcrafted margaritas.
New mimosas and authentic Mexican food.
Come by today.
Locally owned and operated since 1985. Mark Dent's Tire Pros. Love the drive.
Augusta Family Dental. We now have 4 locations to serve you.
Left home without your coupon magazine? No problem. You're all on your phone. Just show it.
Time and temperature, brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
Your game looks absolutely terrifying. Well, Disney Celebrates America, The Pursuit of Happiness is a 2-hour primetime special hosted by 2020 co-anchor Deborah Roberts from Walt Disney World Resort and ABC News national correspondent Will Reed from Disneyland. From Main Street, USA's turn-of-the-century nostalgia to Carlin's homage to the Great American Road Trip and what it says about our love for the open road, each stop will play host to true tales of American innovations and triumphs. In this coast-to-coast event, Disney parks and attractions are the portal through which America's greatest stories, triumphs, and traditions are celebrated. It airs Monday, June 29th on ABC and streams the next day on Disney and Hulu. Now, this is really cool. I don't know if any of y'all have ever done this, but I have done several cross-country trips, and there's nothing quite like seeing the United States just driving across the country. Texas is a lot bigger than it even looks on a map. It is enormous. All right, well, finally, you really can't hurry love, and that's especially true when it comes to popping the question. Here's ABC's Danny New. I don't know if any of y'all have ever done this, but I have done several cross-country trips, and there's nothing quite like seeing the United States just driving across the country. Texas is a lot bigger than it even looks on a map. It is enormous. All right, well, finally, you really can't hurry love, and that's especially true when it comes to popping the question. Here's ABC's Danny New.
Which is the better way to propose to your sweetheart? During a 10-day trip to Italy? Or, as one man recently decided, right after the 10-hour flight home?
We've provoked a lot of discourse around what a proposal should look like.
Over the past few weeks, Sydney and Joe have picked up millions of views online after Joe felt proposing during their vacation abroad would be too obvious. Instead, he opted for when Sydney would be exhausted, in sweatpants, and without any makeup on.
I wanted it to be very surprising, which it's hard to really surprise her.
I'm a detective.
One commenter on TikTok writing, "I can't believe this is real," and another guessing he forgot the ring at home. But no, Joe had a whole plan. They went to Italy for a wedding, and he even deliberately bought Sydney a new pair of shoes there to make her think the proposal was coming.
I put the shoes on her, and she thought a ring would pop out, and we just went to dinner.
Joe, that is maniacal.
I wanted her to be surprised.
Meanwhile, their two best friends, Haley and Jonathan, were in their apartment back in New York, setting up candles, sunflowers, balloons, and, most importantly, the ring camera.
We did some practice runs, seeing how it would look from every angle, so I got on one knee and Haley pretended to react.
So when they finally made it home, Sydney's parents and friends were watching live from afar as she romantically exclaimed,
"After a fight? What's wrong with you?"
However, then they shared an intimate moment in their home, which, despite what many online are assuming.
I thought everyone would think it was as cute as I thought it was. It was in our home. He'd clearly been thinking about it for a long time. He didn't care that I looked like this. It was perfect. It was totally us.
They already set a date for next year. Also, many commenters online have started photoshopping the picture of Joe's proposal to instead be in front of some of the most beautiful backdrops in the Amalfi Coast of Italy. So they have both picture options now. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
I have to say, I love that. I mean, he really took the time out to make sure that she was surprised. And, she probably knew it was coming, but being surprised, there's nothing quite like it. So, whatever makes them happy and whatever works for them is what is important. So, congratulations to them. All right, well, that's all the time we have for a look at what's trending. Still ahead, Jenna with your weather. We'll be right back.
You are more than your accident.
The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on. The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app. Now, your most accurate Accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's a live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. We are seeing a bit more sunshine in places north of I-20, including the lake. There's some drier air up there as well, with temperatures in the upper 80s. You can see a dew point of only 61 in Augusta, so not too high. Winds are still coming out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour, bringing in some of that cooler and drier air. And you can see we have a variety of temperatures, only 80 in Sylvania, 86 in Barnwell, Saluda 87, same thing in Lincolnton and Thompson. And the heat index really isn't any higher than around the low 90s. Now here's our satellite and radar low pressure system to our north and west. Just some scattered showers and storms from Florida up into the southeast. And for your forecast tomorrow, I am expecting a bit more coverage when it comes to the rainfall. And temperature-wise, we will be heating up into the lower 90s, feeling more so like the mid to even upper 90s. And that's because dew points are climbing into the low 70s. And this moisture and heat will be sticking around over the next several days. So you can see we're going to get that heat index well into the triple digits starting on Saturday, feeling like 102, 105 on Sunday, and the actual air temperatures will be in the middle 90s. We also have an update with the drought monitor, and this is fantastic news. So notice last week we were seeing a lot of improvement, most of us just in a moderate drought and even just some dry conditions. But now this week you can see all of the CSRA is seeing much improvement, with even a small area not even seeing the dry conditions anymore. And that's the case only in places north of I-20, and then we have a severe drought for just a small portion of Screven and Allendale counties. Now, as we zoom out, you can see several places out of the drought entirely, still an extreme drought in parts of Florida, and that's fortunately where there is a higher chance of rain over the next week. But here in the CSRA, we're not expecting a whole lot of accumulation. We will have these hit or miss showers and storms, and some of the storms could lead to some spots getting some significant rainfall, but the rain chances are pretty limited. 50% on Friday, 30% Saturday through Monday, and then next week also a pretty dry pattern. Now on Saturday, any storms that do develop could produce some damaging wind gusts. We are under marginal risk of severe weather for Saturday and Sunday. So here's our future cast starting tonight. Just a few spotty showers, most of it very light. We're going to be dry through our Friday morning, some cloud cover, and then once we get into the afternoon, like I mentioned, a bit more coverage when it comes to the rainfall and storms. Dry conditions on Saturday morning, and then once we get into the evening, that's when we'll see those showers and storms in our southern line counties, and those are the ones that we'll have to watch for the damaging wind gust potential. Dry on Sunday morning again, and then by Sunday evening, a backdoor cold front moving in, which could bring some scattered showers and storms, followed by some drier air early next week. But low temperatures tonight will be around 70 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the low 90s, getting closer to average, and that 10-day forecast is showing no rain, with plenty of sunshine next Wednesday and Thursday. And then look at 4th of July weekend. Some spots could even be in the upper 90s, lows in the mid 70s. And we'll be right back.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Attention Augusta. Now boarding flights for your summer adventures.
Augusta Regional Airport is your travel gateway, connecting you to your favorite destinations with direct flights to Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas-Fort Worth, and Washington, D.C. Why travel before you travel? Experience the convenience of flying out of AGS with easy parking and shorter security lines. You'll start your vacation before leaving home. Book your trip at flyags.com. Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
Want free Botox? Donate blood at Shepherd Community Blood Center and earn free Botox from Southern Dermatology. Donating blood has never looked this good. Save lives, smooth lines. Botox for blood at Shepherd locations June 29th through July 3rd.
The CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by the Barnes Law Office. Giving your best on News Channel 6. Amazing people doing amazing things for our community. That's what Giving Your Best represents. Everyday heroes making a difference right here in the CSRA.
Do you know a local volunteer who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award at WJBF.com/GYB.
Giving Your Best on News Channel 6. Proudly sponsored by Science Go, Piedmont Augusta, and Security Federal Bank.
Attention viewers, CW6 is now available on YouTube TV. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on YouTube TV.
Welcome back. Let's meet veteran Chris Walker, who says he believes his for this half hour, but we'll have more coverage you can count on at 6, including the new data centers and how people feel about them coming to their neighborhoods. Coming up at 6. Stay with us.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lampert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Turn your porch or patio into the best room of the house. Save 30% right now with patio enclosures. Make every season your favorite season. Call 866-496-4449 today. Hurry, this offer ends soon.
At the Dennis Law Firm, all of our clients receive the gold standard. It's always about the client. We return every client's call within 24 hours, and we keep the clients updated on their cases. To learn more about the gold standard, give us a call or visit us on the web. We're here to help.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
How long do Georgians...
Is rainy weather putting a damper on your day? Enter to win your very own Live Viper 6 umbrella today. Visit WJBF.com and click on Contest. Then fill out the entry form for your chance to win.
Getting your hands on a Live Viper 6 umbrella has never been easier. Lucky winners will be announced weekdays on News Channel 6. Who knows? It could be you.
Sponsored by Busby's Heating and Air. When quality matters, call Busby's.
Turn your porch or patio into the best room of the house. Save 30% right now with patio enclosures. Make every season your favorite season. Call 866-496-4449 today. Hurry, this offer ends soon.